Hello there, my name is Charlie DeShulo. Today, I have a fantastic interview with the one and only, the artist Chris Crack. Before I jump in, I just want to let you know that if you would like to listen to this on the radio, I will be airing this from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, April 19th on 91.5 WUML LOL or on the website WUML.org. I also highly suggest that you check out Chris's new album as well as all of his social medias, which will be linked in the description below. Thank you and enjoy the interview. I'm Charlie DeShulo, and today I'm with Chris Crack. Thank you so much for coming on today. How long have you been rapping for?
Let's just say for a really long time.
So the first album that I found of yours online was the Tree EP. That was from 2014, correct? Was that one of your first major projects?
Yeah, probably, yeah. Nice. If you go back a little further, you will find Dope DOPE doing our part effortlessly. That was like probably the first project I put out. You know what I mean? I had just been putting out songs and other stuff, and my manager was like, "Yo, you should put an album out." So I put an album out.
So were there any artists that were like inspirations to you?
Missy Elliott was probably my biggest inspiration. Master P, Lil Wayne for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, those were like my biggest influences. I had a lot of, I listened to a lot of other ones. DMX, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Juvenile, Crucial Conflict too.
So are they like more old school?
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the song "Hey" before. Hey, in the middle of the bar.
Oh yes, yeah. That's them. Okay.
Yeah, that's Crucial Conflict.
So something that immediately sticks out to me about your music is your song titles and album titles.
Yeah.
They are interesting to say the least. Like some of my favorites, Crackheads Live Longer Than Vegans, and off your newest album, Therapy Don't Work, Try Drugs. What compels you to name your music and work that way?
Well, I started doing it because I felt like albums were too boring. Like you look on the back of an album, it's like Get Money, Fresh. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, like, so I started doing it just to like sauce it up, but I come up with the names from, I have to go with the first thing that comes to mind when I hit a song. First thing come to mind, that's the name of it.
That's actually a very interesting process. Do you think people click on your music because they see the song titles?
Yes. And that's also a reason, it's like clickbait. You see a wild song and then people are like, yo, this song is dope. I mean, you kind of don't really have a choice but to listen to it.
So speaking of names, so there's Thanks Uncle Trill. That's the name of your album, but it's also the name of your clothing brand and your website. So can you tell me the story behind that?
Since I was younger, like people always said, like I was an old man, like I would always bump like old school music and like other genres, because I was never closed-minded. And like, it just always became something like when we was on the block, like the shorties would call me because it's like it's my young uncle, but he's damn near my age, but he's an old man for real, you know what I mean?
So you worked with like a wide range of talents, even some from like Boston, like Static Selecta and Michael Christmas.
Yeah.
Who do you want to work with next? Like, who's your dream collab?
Polo the Don. I want to make like some real pop, real like flow rider type music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got some like real big, I don't want to just be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I want to be an international pop star. You know what I'm saying? That's really good at rapping. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a rapper who's trying to be something else because we know where that goes. I definitely 100% want to work with Missy. She followed me on Twitter. Missy for sure, like that's a no-brainer. But like Polo, I want to work with Will I Am.
I know you used to tour, and I know with the pandemic a lot of people stopped touring. Are you planning any tours in the future?
Man, I'm planning for some shows like in the spring. I know yesterday was first day of spring, so yeah, like now. Like I'm planning some shows probably for like early May.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
I'm like right now I'm in the talks with a couple places, man. I'm thinking about Detroit, thinking about New York, thinking about LA, Chicago.
Nice. The
Um,
major cities.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna try to do something freaky, man. Michael Christmas told me to come to Boston, so if I can get I'll probably go to Boston and do a show with
You
him or
should.
something.
So one of your songs said Trader Joe's. It got actually kind of big on TikTok. You've been in the rap game for a while now. Is it different on TikTok than it is like just otherwise, or is it like
Yeah,
relatively the same?
nah, it's every platform is totally different from the other one. Like you could have a crazy following on Twitter or something, and on Instagram, TikTok, wherever else, they don't know who you are. They don't care. They don't care who you are on Twitter or whatever. You ain't that here. So yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild having to juggle them. You know what I mean? I gotta
100%.
juggle. Gotta stay on here. Gotta stay on there. Gotta TikTok. Gotta. It's very tedious, man. I actually am having my cousin show me, just show me some cool ways to shoot some TikToks, like show me how to really use it like that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I'm gonna shoot some TikToks for my music. You know how my music always has skits in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the skits from my music on TikTok. I just gotta
Damn.
find somebody that wants to, because I want to dress up and like really do it for real. Like, you know what I mean? I like
Fully
to
embrace
dress
it.
up and have fun with it.
So talking about your new album, Growthfully Developed, dropped like roughly a month ago. To me, at least, it sounds like the most refined out of all of your work. It sounds crisper. It sounds like you have your stuff together. So going from your earlier projects, the Tree Swag EP, even Thanks Uncle Trill, you sound sort of like a new artist. Was
Yeah.
that your goal, like on this album, to challenge yourself and develop yourself as a new artist, or was this just a natural progression for you?
Now that you put it like that, I may have like subconsciously challenged myself. I wouldn't be surprised about that. But just consciously I was like, man, I got to make something better. I feel like every album I do is better than the last one. Not to be cocky or nothing like that, but just like on some like, you're growing every day, you're doing new stuff every day, you're getting better. The more I rap, the better I'm gonna get. You know what I mean? The more people you interview, the better you're gonna get at it. So, it's just I
Yeah.
feel like it was just a natural progression, but now that you put it like that, yeah, I may have challenged myself. Yeah.
But something that I
Yeah,
admire about
yeah.
you, man, it's your work ethic. Like in
Mhm.
2019, you put out 5 albums. In 2022, are you going to try to follow that up, or are you going to try to keep things more low key?
Yeah. No, I'm. That's what kind of artist I am. G. I don't care if I was getting millions and millions of views. I'm still releasing a lot of albums. You know what I mean? That's
Nice.
what type of dude I am, man. I'm always give them that quality with the quantity. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
yeah. No, last year I kind of fell back because I was doing the label thing, and I was trying to gauge to see where my fans were at, where what they wanted, what they so I was just kind of chilling. But this year, yeah, I gotta do at least 4 to make up, but I might do 6.
Are you on a label now, or are you independent?
Yeah, Fool's Gold Records,
Okay.
man. Shout out to them, man. That's my man. Them people are the realest, man. That's a really good record label. They really look out. They really, you know, brand you the right way. They really let you do your own thing. It's dope, man. It's dope. A-Track is a real dude, man.
What's next for you? Are there any upcoming features that you're excited for?
I got a couple in the stash that I won't speak on, let them marinate. But I'm really looking forward to like working with new people. Yeah, I want to work with like Young Guru. Man, I want to work with Knowledge. I want to work with I got some stuff coming with Madlib.
You have some stuff with
Um
Madlib?
yeah.
Damn, that's gonna be awesome, man. Like I'm a huge fan of
Yeah.
Madlib.
Yeah, I got about, I don't know, probably like 10 songs with them. Yeah, they're like from like 2018 or whatever. You know me, I like to keep it fresh and freaky, but I mean, don't get it twisted. They still dope, I'd rather, if I had my way with it, I want to record some stuff tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Are there any producers that you want to work with that you haven't yet?
Diplo. I want to work with Large Professor. Um I know he's not a producer, but I want to work with Bad Bunny, man. Yeah, I'm thinking way past rap, man. Rap is it's so easy, but the thing about rap is it's so close minded. Everybody's trying to be tough all the time. There's no women around. Like, man, you can miss me with all that, man. Take me to the pop star land where I ain't even gonna say it because we on radio.
Are your next albums or any albums in 2022, are they going to further explore that? Dive deep
Um,
into the pop, or are they going to continue to have elements of rap in them?
yeah, I've always like if you can go back all the way back, I've always put pop songs on all my albums because I want to warm people up to that. Like, don't think I'm just rapping. I do all that. I be producing too, so it's like I do everything. So it's like I don't want you to just be like, oh yeah, Chris Crack the rapper. I want you to say Chris Crack the artist, the international pop star. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to be me. I'm not trying to thug it out. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm trying to be Chris Crack and have fun and love everybody. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want none of that.
Do you produce your own music?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been producing a lot of my own stuff. Probably since like 2016, 2018 for sure though. You know what I mean? And I just started, like, nobody even knows this. I swear to God, you're like only like the fourth person to know this. But I just started making beats. As long as it's your idea, you still produce the track. You know what I mean? You didn't engineer it, but you produced it. So I've been producing for probably like 4 years. But now I'm trying to get into the production where it'll be produced fully by me and not just my idea and just, hey, do this, put that right there. Okay, make it not like this, like, nah, I can fully produce it. It's gonna be a totally different sound. I've been meaning to do it for probably since like 2018. And then in 2020, I bought a computer, because I want to, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna really get into it. And then I still didn't get into it until this year. I'm like, nah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Nothing's stopping me now.
Thank you so much for listening to this interview with Chris Crack. I had a blast talking with him and highly recommend you check out his newest album, Growthfully Developed, as well as his social medias, which are all linked in the description below. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next interview.